Okay, now, let's talk for a moment about the Joneses, Raquel and Jeffrey. And Raquel works for this insurance company, claims adjuster, hires contractors on behalf of her employer to do various work. And Mr. Allen told you how he secures the loyalty of these people. He socializes with them, goes to bars, buys them drinks, takes them bowling, buys them tickets to concerts and tickets to sporting events. And I don't remember exactly who, but somebody on this jury works in contract compliance, and I guess I'd like you to ask this question to yourself. Suppose one of the people that you were overseeing started buying you tickets to games and taking you bowling and taking you drinking. Is that something your employer would approve? Or is that something that you try to do everything you could to hide from your employer because it's a dishonest, unethical practice? You'll have to answer that yourself. Now, let's move on. Both Mr. and Mrs. Jones say Mr. Jones was not angry. Mr. Jones did not try to hit anybody. He did not assault anybody. Mr. Jones says he's not even mad at Ernest. He's a little peeved at his wife for making him wait so long, but that's basically it. Folks, if that was true, why would the bouncer get involved? Why would the employees of a bar take somebody and beat to a pulp when he hadn't done anything? What is it that the Joneses are trying to cover up here? Because I'm going to jump ahead to a few things that Mr. Allen said. When you read the police report, you'll see that he told Officer Lampkin, Jeffrey Jones tried to hit me. And you also, I'm sure, remember what Dr. Fisher testified to in his video, and it's also to some degree in the paperwork that you'll be reading. He said Mr. Jones snapped and assaulted him. Now, Mr. Allen tries to explain that away. Well, when I said snapped, I didn't mean anything like he totally lost control. What I meant was he was acting differently than normal. Is that what you folks would mean if you said somebody snapped? Then, Mr. Allen told you, when I said assaulted, I didn't mean physically assaulted. I meant verbally assaulted. Then I repeatedly asked Mr. Allen, what were the words that constituted this verbal assault? The only thing that I remember, I mean, use your own memories, but the only thing I remember is what's going on here. Folks, I would submit to you that one of the hallmarks of lying, one of the things that tells you more than anything else that a person is lying is when a person tries to tell you that ordinary words of the English language mean something other than what you know they mean every single day. And, you know, look at President Clinton, a man that I greatly convicted even though he was a liar? Well, that depends on what the definition of is. Folks, you all know what assault means. It means somebody hitting you, somebody striking you. He said to Dr. Fisher, Jeffrey Jones snapped and assaulted me. Is there even one of you that believes that when he said that to Dr. Fisher, he meant Jeffrey Jones said, what's going on here? Would you consider that an assault? So, the Jones and Mr. Allen all have a common joint interest here in making you folks believe that Allen was not angry, that Allen took no steps to assault him or tried to assault him. But if that were true, why would anyone kick him out of the bar? Have any of you ever been in a bar? Have you ever been ejected from a bar? Have you ever seen anyone ejected from a bar? Don't things usually happen for a reason? Why would some complete stranger that didn't even know Mr. Allen beat the bejesus out of him, and the person who snaps and assaults him lets him go on his way?